Welcome back to my channel, Dr. Ujjwal Marjit. So ever feel like something you wrote sounds too robotic? So like it was typed out by a very polite alien who just learned English. So that is probably AI. So while tools like ChatGPT or Gemini can help you write faster, they often miss that natural human flow. But don't worry. Today I am giving you 15 easy tips to turn stiff AI generated text into something that actually sounds like you, and with quick real life examples for each one. So let's jump right in. So how to humanize AI generated content, 15 must know tips that work. As you know, in order to get the human like writing from AI generated content, you have to follow these rules. Probably I will share 15 tips and tricks so that you can follow and you can change the AI content that you have generated by using the AI tools like Gemini, ChatGPT, Claude. So now I am going to share with you 15 quick and easy tips. So first of all, you should avoid overused AI phrases like delete robotic phrases, okay, like a dynamic synergy or unleashed potential. So you see, you take an example. It is not right for this tool unlocks a myriad of insights, but you can write this tool gives you simple, clear answers fast. Means you just avoid the overused AI phrases and terminologies that frequently generated by the AI tools. Okay. Number two tips, you can add personal touch. Means you just share a real experience or story and opinion, whatever you have regarding the content that you are going to write about the topics. So you just the right things is, when I started freelancing, I struggled with time, setting reminders, change everything. You write like this way, not time management is important. So you just share the real experience. And besides, you should use a conversational tone. Means you write the content how you speak. It may be casual or relaxed, right? So you see the right version. You might wanna check out a few other options first. And not only that, you can also check the sentence lengths. Means mix long and short sentences to mimic real speech. You see here the example. This work fast, no flop. But what surprised me most was how simple it was to set up. So if you see, and I have encountered multiple questions during the workshops and FDP, that how we can convert the AI generated content into the human like writing. So in order to convert the AI generated content to human like writing, you just follow these 15 steps that I have already mentioned, 4 steps or means tips, so that you can follow it. And number 5 tips, that you just inject emotion or tone. Means show how you feel and whatever feelings you have about the content you are going to write, not just what you know. So and moreover, you just ask reflective or rhetorical questions. You make the reader pause and think. Here you see the example. Sure, it works now, but what happens when you scale it up? And number 7, trim the flap. Means you remove the repetitive or overly formal wording. You see the cross, it is not right. In today's fast-paced technological world, speed is essential. Speed matters, full stop, a lot. That's a right things. And you can also use the humor or relatable analogies like light humor or comparisons make your content memorable. And number 9 tips. So I have already discussed the 8 tips. Besides, I will also share few tips. You can rephrase your content, you can paraphrase your content, and then you can rewrite your content. Then you will have 3 versions of the original content. Then you can choose any content that is appropriate and that you think the it's a right one for writing purpose. Okay. And number 9 is include small imperfections. So tip is here, say things like honestly or well, that didn't go as planned, and use natural transitions, guide the flow with phrases like on the other hand, continue, or here is the deal. So 11, match audience vocabulary. Okay, means you use words your readers actually use. Means for if you write a content for teachers here they aligns with learning outcomes. But if you write the same write the things for teens, so this hack is low key genius. So you have to use your readers actually use the words. Okay, and based on that use words your readers actually use in their content. Not only that, you also add sensory or visual details and help readers to see and feel the moment. Okay, and tip 15, sorry I skipped this, and you use repetition for emphasis. Means you repeat key phrases for dramatic effect. Not only that, you also read it aloud to check flow. So suppose you see the tips here, if you stumble it needs a fix. But I have been playing around with these tools since 2023, and based on the experience I have gathered, few terminologies or phrases you don't include when you generated the content using the AI tools. So suppose you want to get the AI generated content using the tool AI tool, and you just write down your prompt, and at the end of the prompt you just include this one. You don't include the term unlock, discover, delve, landscape, context, insight, facet, intricacies, and underpinning principles, transformative leverages, streamline, boost, harness. So there are lot of terminologies. AI generated content means AI tools often used to generate the content. Okay, so tip 15, you should include this text at the end of the prompt so that you can get the proper content generated by the AI. Okay, and now see, there is some tools that are available for humanize the content like AI humanizer, humanize AI, or human writer, human writing humanizer, AI humanizer. So zero GPT AI, humanize AI text. So there are lot of tools and there are tons of tools out there. You can choose anyone, but for the sake of experience from here, as 8 million people are already use this tool. People means 8 million prompt have been generated here. So you see the conversation, 8 million conversation as generated. So I am going to select the tool, and you just select the tool from the GPT Explorer. You just explore GPT and you type AI Humanizer. You see this is the #1 AI Humanizer in the world, and get human-like content in seconds with free credits. This GPT humanizes AI generated text, maintaining content, meaning and quality. So start chat, okay? You click start chat and you see you will be taken to this page, and this is the GPT, and the name of the GPT is AI Humanizer. Now please provide below the AI text to humanize. You just click here, okay? So sure, please paste the AI generated text you would like me to humanize below. So I am going to generate, okay, give me text about OER, okay, means open educational resources. So the content is generated by the ChatGPT, and now I select the content here, and you just open the humanizer, AI humanizer, and now I paste this one, okay, and now click here. So talking to connector means talking to the plugin. Basically it's a plugin, so I am going to confirm it. In order to confirm, you have to have the account here. You just open and you see this version that is generated by the AI humanizer. It's a human like writing, okay. You can use this tool also to avoid the AI content. And if you want to do the paraphrase, suppose you generate, I have already generated the content here and I am not satisfied with this content, and now click on the content here and just open the tool Trinka, okay, and now Trinka you just paste here, and now you paraphrase, okay. So you see the right hand side, you see once you paraphrase it, you will get the new version of the AI generated content. You also now you see here the new version here, okay. So I have already paraphrased it using the Trinka tool. You can also paraphrase using the tool Writeful. You just paste the content that is generated by AI, and then medium means here you the amount actual, and it's a free and secure tool, and your data is encrypted and never stored, okay. So just you follow the rule, and now I am going to select the low paraphrasing. So you will have 3 versions or 3 or 4 versions against the original one, okay. So you can also copy it and paste it. That is the procedure. Not only that, you can also use the academic phrase bank website. They have already predefined text for writing the academic content, and you can also use that. You see, suppose if you want to report the result, you just click here reporting result, okay. And you see the reporting results phrases. Suppose if you want to refer the data in a table or chart, so you will have various versions. You just see the table below illustrates, the pie chart above shows, the top half means already ready-made phrases have displayed here. They have already stored. You can copy it and you can replace it to the original AI generated content in order to get the human like writing or to humanize the AI content. Suppose if you want to writing the conclusions, okay, you have already generated a paper using the AI and you change the conclusion part. So you writing conclusion, click on the writing conclusion, and you see there are various type of phrases, academic phrases have already been stored here. Restarting the aims of the study. So there are various type of phrases or sentences you see. This paper are good that the purpose of the current study was to determine. So you can copy any of the sentences and then put paste to your original content to humanize the AI. That is also one of the most important tool. And now I am going to share with you another tool, that is the SciSpace for academic AI detector. There are various tools for detecting the AI content so that you can get an idea how much content have been generated by the AI, and accordingly you can change it or replace it. So you see here this the content is written by the ChatGPT or something, the content written by the AI. Okay, so ChatGPT written content I am going to select here first of all. Now you just analyze it. Okay, so you see academic AI detector means 100%, right? So text is almost entirely produced using AI without any contribution from humans. So you will get idea about whether the content is written by the human or AI. Okay, suppose AI plus human text, the content is generated by AI and human has already contributed few things or few sentences here. Now I am going to analyze. Okay, if you analyze it, you see its own person. So I would like to inform you that the content generated by AI plus human text is always better than the content generated by the AI. So you can follow or you can use the tool Rightful, Academic Phrase Bank, SciSpace, Trinka, or there are tons of tools out there for detecting the AI content. You can also use that tool, but as I have been playing around with these tools, so I will suggest you just generated the content, you can refresh it, and during the generation of the content you just write the prompt, and at the end of the prompt you just write it that don't include the following phrases or following terminologies that are frequently generating the AI. So that's the one of the most important things to get the humanized content. And you see just from the ChatGPT, you just select the GPT, Explore GPT, and once you click on the Explore GPT, and then you just type here AI Humanizer, then you can use the second tool, that is the Humanize AI, and I have already demonstrated AI Humanizer. So from here you will collect or you will get the human like writing once you input the AI generated content. So I think in order to avoid the plagiarism first, you just follow this rule, or you can add add your thought, you can add your stories. So there are 15 actionable tips I have shared with you, you can follow it. So there you go ways to turn flat AI writing into content that feels real, sounds like you, and connects with your audience. Okay, so start using just a few of these tips and you will see a difference instantly. It's my suggestion. And if you find this helpful, hit the like button and drop your favorite tip in the comments, and subscribe for more real talk tutorials on mastering AI tools like a human pro. So don't forget to share this with a friend who is still sounding like a chatbot. Thanks for watching.